Hey guys, this is Did That Just Happen with Matt, Paymon, and Jordan. And I guess you can say Tiffany is with us too. I'm back. Sorry for the week absence, but hopefully we get another good show out there for you.
Yeah, today we're going to talk about some good stuff. Jordan's back. Some of you may have heard him last week in his celebrity, as in one, that you want to smack that turned into four, including a
Possibly eight.
former president's son, who's running for Arizona State Governor. Congress, I'm sorry. But yeah, we're gonna try to get a quick show today. I think this is gonna be the first one that's we're gonna keep uploading them to Facebook. We've had some good luck with that, and then I think this one we're gonna have links on YouTube also. Matt, we're up to 105 fans
I was
last I
gonna say
saw.
that. Thank you guys for your support. Trying to we did this, just for fun, but hopefully it becomes a bigger thing. Thank you for supporting us, and it's nice.
105. That's
Nice,
yeah. I think
105.
I
That's
think
pretty good.
last week when I was here and Jordan was in studio, we were talking. I think we had like what
In
70,
studio.
65, something like that. So we jumped like 40. We
Yeah.
jumped like 40 in a week, which is pretty sweet. Let's get right into it, dude. We're gonna talk about stuff that's coming up, stuff that's happening right now. First thing first, football season is right around the corner.
Thank God, dude. I love
I
football
cannot
season,
wait. I'm so excited.
especially after the Patriots season ended last year.
There's fewer,
We need a redemption.
yeah. There's fewer things in
That's
this
all I
world
can
that
say.
make me happier than football. Yeah, I mean it's just best time of season. Sundays I turn into like a zombie. It's just
That is true.
me and the TV from 11 a.m. to 11 p.m. Watch all the pregame stuff. I think the thing we should jump into, man, is division winners. Who's going to win the divisions? That's what it comes down every year. That's every team start off goal: win the division, try to get a top two
hmm
seed,
hmm
win the conference, go to the Super Bowl, win the Super Bowl. So first step first.
Is that how the season works?
I think so. It's a
Wasn't
new
aware.
thing they're trying. New
Interesting.
thing. Let's go with the divisions. We'll do AFC first. Let's start right here in the East. Last year, Patriots won it 10-6. Jets got the wild card 9-7. Miami 7-9. Buffalo 6-10. What do you think, Monops?
Buffalo's just gonna be a lost cause, as they have been for the past 10 years or so. Maybe not that long, but I still think the New England Patriots are the team to beat in the East. No matter how good the New York Jets got or are supposed to potentially be. I think if Darrell Revis holds up for this season, it's gonna really hurt them. But still think the division goes to New England.
I think the division's going to be close. I agree with you. I think Buffalo's going to be even worse than last year. They're not going to. I don't think they're going to come that close to 6-10.
Oh,
Trent
not at
Edwards
all.
is at best a mediocre like college
He was a
starting offense.
I was just gonna say he was a mediocre college quarterback
Yeah,
in
so I mean, I
Arizona.
don't really see. He's not somebody that can lead a team. You look at
hmm
the other. Sanchez looks like he's going to be the guy for the Jets. Brady is obviously one of the best in the league, and Dolphins are really high on Chad Henne from Michigan.
hmm
Um, so I mean, I think Patriots are going to exceed last year's 10-6. Um, Maybe just by a game or two, 11-5. There was some games last year that they had that they let go. That
Oh,
Indianapolis
absolutely.
game, 4-2.
Denver too.
The Denver game, yeah, the one at Miami.
hmm
Um, there was a lot of them. We got to go better than 2-6 on the road. That's
Oh,
rough.
absolutely.
I mean,
I think I'm sorry to interrupt you, but Brady, a year after, a year being back, coming back from a knee surgery, it's hard. I've been there. I've had a knee surgery before, and it's tough. I can't even imagine, being really worried that tacklers are gonna come and hit you and shit. But now that he's back, I think he's gonna be just firing on all cylinders, and I really hope he does.
yeah, and then Wes Welker, I thought a lot of people thought he was going to be out till midseason. He's going to be back a lot sooner than expected. He's already playing in the
Today,
preseason.
actually.
Yeah,
That's unbelievable.
he had I think 2-3 catches on the first drive, first down. Yeah, it's going to be sweet. Do you think AFC East gets a wild card team?
Um, I think yes, only because of the Pittsburgh Steelers situation and how Big Ben's not gonna be there for for a long time.
hmm
But I think they do. I can't see the Jets not making the playoffs, honestly. And New England is New England. So I'd be surprised if we didn't have two teams coming from the East.
Let's go to the North. Cincinnati won it last year. Surprise, 10-6. Baltimore got the other wild card at 9-7. Pittsburgh 9-7, and Cleveland 5-11. What do you think?
Again with the Pittsburgh Steelers, you're gonna miss Big Ben for a while. I think that's really gonna hurt them. The Ravens improved dramatically, adding Anquan Bolden to an already potent offense, or potent run game, anyways. And they have a great defense. I think it's their division to lose.
Yeah, see, I think Pittsburgh's only missing Roethlisberger for it's going to be 4 games by the time it comes around
Yeah,
to it.
technically 6.
It's
but
going to be
most likely
4.
four.
I feel like Pittsburgh, the team is good enough. Byron Leftwich should be good enough to go 2-2. If they go 2-2 in those 4 games, I think Pittsburgh wins that division. That division always beats up on each other. Last year, Cincinnati cleaned the table. They beat Pittsburgh twice, Baltimore twice, Cleveland twice. I think Palomalu is going to be healthy this year. They lost Antonio Holmes, but they have Nate Washington, another receiver there. You know, I think that they got a good core of guys going. Running backs, they got rid of Willie Parker. Rashad Mendenhall is going to be carrying the load. I expect Pittsburgh to win the division. 10-6 again, I think is going to be good enough to take it. Baltimore will get finished with 10-6. Also, I think they're going to be division wild card. One of those teams flip it around if you want. You know, well, those two will both be in the playoffs. Cincinnati, they added T.O., but not much else. Pac-Man Jones on the defensive side of the ball. They seem like a team with more headaches, potential headaches,
absolutely.
than anything else. And Cleveland's just going to be awful.
Yeah. Jake Delhomme
See,
is a
I think what they need
horrible
to do, man, is take Buffalo, Cleveland, Oakland, and Kansas City and throw them all in one division.
quarterback. Toilet lead. I like
Let one of those teams come out of the
that.
AFC.
Let one of them be quarterbacked by Jamarcus Russell.
Yeah.
Nice little touch.
Yeah. Let's run right into the AFC South. Colts 14-2, Houston 9-7, Tennessee 8-8, Jacksonville 7-9. I think Indy's the class of the division. I mean,
absolutely.
I don't think they'll lose a step. They'll be right around the
Absolutely.
13-14 win mark. I think Tennessee won, what was it, 0-7 and then won
Then, like,
0-8 and then
yeah,
whatever it was, they won on a huge losing streak, then they won on a big winning streak, and they finished the year at 500. I expect them to be better. Houston had their first winning record in franchise history, 9-7.
I really like the Texans.
I do too, but I think Tennessee's the better team between the
I
two.
agree. If they play to their potential, absolutely.
Yeah, and Jacksonville, I think, just right around mediocrity. 7-9, 8-8.
Do you
Let's
think
go.
that Chris Johnson's going to have another monster year?
Yeah, I do. He
predicting 2,500 yards.
I don't think he's going to come close to 2,500 yards, but I expect him to be between 18 and 19.
Yeah.
If you look at the guys who have ran for 2,000, none of them have, the closest
yeah,
one I
they
think
have.
came 200-300 short. Next, we got the West: San Diego, Denver, Oakland, Kansas City. San Diego went 13-3, got the second seed in the AFC. What do you think?
It's probably the same story as for the South and for the East. It's really San Diego's to lose. I like to see Denver do well. They started off really strong last year, and the loss of LT for San Diego is going to be really, more impactful than I think they realize, because he was their go-to guy for so long, and now he's not there anymore. So it'll be interesting to see how Phil Rivers reacts to that.
Yeah, I think San Diego is
that's
the only
really-
team that's going to come out of that division too. They're not going to be 13-3. LT gone. I mean, there's just they lost Cromartie on the defensive side of the ball.
Cromartie,
So
yep.
I mean, it's going to be different. We're going to do the NFC kind of quickly here. You got NFC East. All the teams, always seem to be in it. All of them got a little bit better. Philly lost McNabb. What do you think?
Just the interesting thing about the East is that McNabb is in Washington, same division. That's going to play him twice a year. That's tough. I really think I would rather have personally McNabb over Kolb any day of the week. So I think it's going to be what's happening over there?
Jordan's playing last week's episode.
Probably the winner. That's going to be the Dallas Cowboys.
Yeah,
But even though I hate Tony,
I think Dallas will win the division. I think the Giants are going to have a bounce back year. Take the second. Washington will be a lot better than they were, but they'll still be a year away. NFC North, it's going to be Minnesota, Green Bay. Brett Favre just announced he's coming back. I think it's going to be super close. 12-4 against 11-5 last year. I'm looking for the same exact thing. Minnesota takes that one. You agree? Disagree?
I agree with you on that. I hope I used to not like Jay Cutler, but I kind of like him now. And I hope he does. I don't think they're going to win the division, but I'd like to see them improve on their record.
Yeah. The South, New Orleans Super Bowl champs, 13-3. Closest one was Atlanta, 9-7. Carolina, 8-8. Tampa, 3-13. You think New Orleans repeats? Nobody who's won that division before has ever repeated.
I would like them to. I love Drew Brees. I've always loved Reggie Bush. They just seem like a very classy organization. I really would like them to repeat. But really, the only person that can even compete with them is Atlanta, and that's not even really a fair comparison.
Yeah, it's not going to be too
Carolina's
close.
going to be trash. Tampa's going to be trash.
Totally agree with you. Carolina gets overrated hype in the preseason every year. It just doesn't make sense.
Absolutely.
And NFC West, Arizona won it last year at 10-6. Lost Kurt Warner, lost Anquan Bolden. What are you thinking, Monops? Can they repeat it?
Matt Leinart's going to take them to the Super Bowl.
Matt Leinart is our boy.
Right
Matt and
now.
I are huge USC fans, huge USC Trojan fans.
You're going to get blown up by the Patriots.
Yeah, it's going to be rough, but nobody else in that division. I mean, San Francisco's up and up. Seattle, I think, is going to be better than their 5-11, but they're not going to be as good as St. Louis. Even if they triple their wins from last year, that'll put them at
absolutely.
3.
You know what's sad is Arizona Cardinals will probably go like 8-8 and still win.
I think so.
That's how crappy they are.
Let's jump right into Dustin Pedroia, return for the Sox.
My boy,
P.
laser show all
Laser
day.
show, relax. Is it too late, though? Are the Sox too far behind? I looked right now. They're 6.5 back in the division. They're 6 back for the wild card and 6.5 back for the division. Is it too late? There's only 6 weeks left in the season.
Oh, I am a diehard Red Sox fan. That is something that I just love with all my heart. And I don't think it's ever too late for them, especially they have really like a month and a half, maybe less than that, to make a run. And now that Pedroia is back, before he got hurt, they were 43-31, I believe. And they were right in the thick of it with Tampa Bay and with the New York Yankees. Then he got hurt, and they ended up going 23-21 down that stretch. That's a big stretch.
Yeah, that's big.
But if you look at like years past when the Colorado Rockies had that ridiculous run to the World Series, and the Phillies a few years ago when they had the run to the playoffs and just overtook the Mets, it can be done. We just need 2 good series over the Yankees and the Tampa Bay Rays. What do you think?
I totally agree. I mean, Pedroia is the heart and soul of the team. Him and Youkilis.
Mr. 5'2".
Yeah, I mean, it's unbelievable. This little cocky kid. I gave you so much hell for being a big fan of his a couple years ago because I don't like guys, especially in the Red Sox. You see Jed Lowry. You see there's a ton of names involved. Daniel Nava. Things like that. But, they haven't proven to the Red Sox. It should be an honor to be a Red Sox player, a Yankee player. Things like that. Teams with huge history. Dodgers even. You know what I mean? So I want these guys to prove themselves, and Pedroia totally has. He won the MVP.
Rookie of the year.
Just everything. The guy's a machine. I also don't think it's too late. They have a head-to-head series with Tampa coming up Labor Day weekend here in Boston. By the way, we should go to one of those games.
That we
absolutely should. And then they wrap up with New York this year. They have a 4-game set to close the year.
That's going to be huge.
That's huge.
We're in contention.
And especially if New York's already won the division, they're going to be looking to lay people down. I know it's to the Red Sox, but they don't care. They want to make sure they're healthy for the playoffs.
Absolutely.
Pedroia, I mean, look at it. When you get in the playoffs with him, I mean, he's huge. He's absolutely enormous. All except for, what was it? I mean, even last year, but they only played 3 games. He had 2 hits, scored a run, had an RBI. His best series was in what was it? It was 08 again in the ALCS against Tampa Bay. They lost that series in 7 games. It was rough, but he had 9 hits, 9 runs. I mean, he was just a machine in that series. He had 3 home runs, 5 RBIs, stole bases. He's totally a game changer. He goes up there, he swings for the fences. He's got a big bat, and what I like about him is he talks so much trash, but he backs it up.
I love it. He's one of those people that you're going to get 110% from him when he's on the field, and I love that.
And, with Jacoby Ellsbury going back down again, and I cannot emphasize enough how much I hate Jacoby Ellsbury.
Jacoby Ellsbury is awesome. He's a broken rib, bro. I know he's hurt.
I loved Jacoby Ellsbury. He was my favorite. I mean, not my favorite, but he was one of my more likable players, and I just can't stand him now. He gets to my ribs. Give me a break. I fell down. Ward Hill over here. 6 years.
Did you run into Adrian Beltre?
I broke 3 ribs, Matt. I got up. I did go to the hospital.
You're not a professional athlete, though.
Well, that ruined my chances.
Running on your, banking on your career.
Listen, if I didn't fall down Ward Hill and break 3 of my ribs, God knows what I could have been right now.
Cameron, I've known you for a long time. That does not take away from you being a professional athlete. Trust me. You need something called talent. This kid's been tested on the basketball court.
We're going to take a quick break right now. We're going to come back. We got UFC 118 coming up, and then we got a little bit of world news we're going to talk about, too. Also, this little celebrity you want to smack in the face.
Horizons.
We'll be right back with you in a couple of seconds.